Okay, sorry about that. I gotta start back over. Been having some malfunctions and my phone's actually about to die, so. Okay, so let's do this. Hopefully before my phone dies. If my phone does die, I'll continue the reading, but I will write it down because I got my journal over here. Okay, so top one's going to be decision to be made, hidden factors, short-term goals, or short-term gains, long-term gains on each side so you can compare them. Okay. I gotta flip it so many times my hand. Something's telling me to get this one. So. Five, six, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. I gotta do one more set on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So I had these 3 and these 3. So let's see what decision to be made is. Okay. That is upside down. And it is blank. That one. That is the Hammer of Thor. This one, it is upside down, so the blank side. Now this is for your decision to be made. It says secrecy and unresolved conflicts over protectiveness, fear of showing your true self, and taking a chance. So, your decision to be made is basically taking a chance, which we know what that is. That is the Thurisaz. So, let's see. So basically, yeah, that is the decision to be made. That's your taking your chance on moving, basically. You know, all those questions that you're asking, you know, about what's going on in your life right now, and if you leaving is a good chance. That's basically it. I mean, there's no explaining that one. So now we're going to just go ahead and move to hidden factors. These two are hidden factors. So we'll have first scenario, second scenario. The hidden factors in it. So, hidden factors. This one says Ingwaz, fertility and the fertility guide. That's what this is. These are hidden factors. Initiating creative ventures that will succeed within 6 to 12 months. So the hidden factor of, we will say, Well, I don't know if you would want to say that or not. Taking the conventional route to success. Sorry, I was telling them keep the light on. Okay, so creative ventures that will succeed within 6 to 12 months. Taking the conventional route to success, even if slow. Promise of better days ahead. And fertility, especially for men. And love and sex magic. Or sex. I guess good sex. Anyways. So, a hidden factor in one of your decisions. Which, let's say... Okay, let's say this is to moving to Georgia, and this is to staying in Ohio. Okay. This hidden factor is saying that basically in 6 to 12 months, you'll have success. And even if it's slow, it's basically a promise that better things will happen. Now, this is a hidden factor. Like, that's something that's going to happen that you don't know is going to happen. That's the whole gist of taking a gamble anyways, right? So this is saying that there's better days ahead. And give it 6 to 12 months. This one, on the other hand, is the blank side up. And that means the horse. It's called Awaz. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are Norse names, so it's kind of hard to explain. But the blank side up, now remember, these are the hidden factors of your decisions. Decision 1, decision 2. With this hidden factor is saying allowing someone less wise or weaker to dictate the course of events. Disharmony between partners, restlessness, and constantly seeking new places, people, and situations. So that's kind of like one of those things where they tell you, it's kind of like a self-awareness thing. You aren't really admitting to it, but maybe you're trying to move, or maybe you're trying to stay. Maybe you're trying to stay where you are because there's some kind of disharmony going on or restlessness that you're constantly trying to seek new places or new situations to get yourself out of that. Now that is a hidden factor, okay? So let's go to short-term gains. So these are going to be short-term gains. I can't talk today. And your first short-term gain would be, this one is known as the Othala, the homestead, which is funny because that's what Shell Bell got in her reading earlier. Now this is short-term gains. This one says that improvements in financial and emotional stability, a happy time for the home, for the family, and for pets, improving the family through remarriage, which I told her earlier, you guys aren't remarrying, so just forget that part. But basically happiness in your home. So that's going to be a short-term gain. You're going to have happiness in your home. And this one was staying, I think. Or moving, I can't even remember. I'd have to go back on my video to check. But this is saying good for property matters, improvement for financial and emotional stability, and happy times for your home, family, and pets. Improving health and happiness for family members. So that would be short-term gain. This side, that is, I think she got that one earlier too, so that's crazy. I'm getting a lot of the same runes for you guys. The sun. This one means the sun. The strength. Basically the symbol with that side up means health, happiness, success in your chosen career field, and fortune. So when that appears and this is short-term gain. Remember, this is short-term gain. It'll say that you'll be successful and fortunate. It's good for fulfillment of any major ambitions or projects, traveling, or prosperity. It can mean like fame and fortune. So it's saying that you'll believe in yourself, but you could be working too hard and feel that the quality of your life or relationships are suffering for it. So in the short term, yeah, you'll be successful, but you're gonna feel like the quality of your life and relationships gonna suffer for it. Okay. I'm guessing that's the best way to. Actually, I think she got that one earlier, so that's blunt. I mean, that's the best way I can put that. Now, long-term gain, we have this. Sorry, guys, I'm choking over here. Okay, so the short-term gain, you have the guiding star, but it is upside down. So you got the blank side of it. So, long-term gains. Unrealistic dreams and illusions. Oh, my kid. Okay. So, unrealistic dreams and illusions. Unnecessary self-sacrifice. Losing faith in life and yourself and depression. So, that would be the long-term. It supports a new lifestyle. It's good matters for like justice. Betty, guys, close the door. They're funny. Go, I'll see you in a minute. So, if it's blank side up, which it is, that basically means long term you're going to be making unnecessary sacrifices for those who can look after themselves, or not prepared to compromise and accept what is going to be possible, if not ideal. So that's long term. Golly, that's crazy. Let's see what this one is. This long term. She got that one earlier too. That's crazy. I'm like drawn to the same ones that I got for her. And out of 25, you gotta remember, out of 25 runes, these are the ones that I'm drawn to with you guys. So, Betty, close the door. Oh, my child, I'm sorry about that. So, you have the gambling cup. This is the gambling cup. Well, it's the gambling cup, and it's upside down. Leaving everything to chance. Believing you can't change a situation and therefore not trying to. Excessive risk-taking and speculation. It's the rune of the lot or rune cup in which the ancient warriors tested their luck. So this is long-term gains, so it's a great advantage. You'll soon discover that you'll have great advantages in this scenario. You'll value your real self and stick to your principles instead of fitting in the expectations of others. You won't have the pressures or incentives to do anything otherwise. This is basically saying that you'll be taking a chance. My kid. It's basically saying that the energies in your life are right to express and make true to your secret desires, fantasies, or dreams. Now remember, this is long-term gains. You'll value yourself because you can be no more, no less than what you already are, and be true to yourself by fulfilling happiness that depends only on your own efforts and talents. So that's long-term gains. Now that's what I got for that one. I actually wanted to do another reading for you, if you don't mind. That one was pretty, that one was comparing. That's why it's called alternative. But that's the first time I've done that one, honestly, so hopefully I've read that okay. I still gotta work on it. Let's see. We got... So we got this one called the cross, okay? I'll do the past, the present, the future, the root cause, and the outcome, okay? So maybe that'll help you guys too. So let's see. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. And 6. Okay, so this is called the cross. So what we're going to do is the past, present, future, the root cause, and the outcome. So let's see what we got here. So right now we got the past, which is our first one we're going to read. So let's look into your past. So that's the riding, the sun wheel, and the wheel of the wagon. Your symbol side's up. That's you've had successful journeys. You relocated, and you seized an opportunity that you felt you had to seize. So you didn't want to sit around, I guess, and wait for happiness to fall into your hands. So you will try to seize that opportunity and make it involve in an effort with an uncertainty. So maybe that's like when you guys moved to Ohio. Kind of the situation you're in now, right? So now let's look at 2, which is the present. Okay. That one is... I cannot remember the name of these. I'm still learning. I think it's ice, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, it's ice. So ice, and that is upside down. This is the present. So, presently, you need to move slowly forward. You need to reconcile with family or with love. Wise caution and slow progress and preparation. It says whether you've been frozen in inactivity or circumstance that you think that's preventing you from moving forward, it's a good time to begin any negotiations, make reconciliation attempts with difficult or stubborn people, and take the first steps towards a future change. So that sounds like a pretty good answer, don't it? Future. Okay, so your future says the Festival of Fire. That's called Nadis. That's the name of the rune. You got blank side up. So meeting the needs of others or at the expense of your own. Codependency over possessiveness by others. That's the fire rune. It represents the wooden spindle that generates the festival fire by friction. So those fires were kindled at seasonal change points. They represent personal needs and desires, as well as the rune of independence. So we're talking future here. When this appears, it basically means there may be something you need to do that it has been pushed aside, but with no helping hand, it's time to make it happen for yourself. It's an excellent omen for all independent ventures and solo business initiatives, especially when there's a lot of hard work involved in the initial launch. So let's say for moving instance, moving for a job. If you're moving, that's a lot of hard work to initially launch for a job. That's a lot of hard work to move all the way down, let's say to Georgia, just to get a job and work, right? Well, this one's saying future-wise that it's a good omen for it. It indicates over reliance on others or over involvement in the lives of family or friends. It warns love that you can't reveal, needs to demand or more to risk all. So basically, risk everything or your flame's gonna end up going out. So that's your future. You definitely want to take a risk, or you could be losing a lot with people who you love. It could be family, friends. Ooh, storm. Okay, so now let's do the root cause. That is, again, popping back up, ain't it? So your root cause, above it out. Mama's doing this. That was blank side up. Oh, thank you, baby. I'm okay. You're so sweet. So that's the gambling cup. Here we go again. The root cause. Leaving everything to chance. Believing you can't change a situation, so you're not trying. So therefore, you're not trying to. Excessive risk-taking and speculation. So that is the root. Out, baby. That is the root cause. Where's Daddy? Go bug Daddy.
He's on the PlayStation.
Okay, well, go in there. Mama's trying to finish this. Go.
I want potato from the...
I'm okay. Go. So, the root cause of this is leaving everything to chance. Believing you can't change a situation, so you're basically just kind of giving up, like, I can't change it, so why bother? And excessive risk-taking and speculation, which sounds like you have a lot of speculation going on because you're speculating yourself a whole bunch. So that could be a root cause of a lot of things going on with you as well. You'll also discover secret or unknown information that'll be of great advantage to you, so just keep that in mind. You need to value your real essential self and stick to your principles rather than trying to fit into the expectations of others. Whatever pressures or incentives to do otherwise, take a chance. So you want to take a chance. Now let's look at your outcome. That's what we have for your outcome. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she got that one earlier too, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy how we're getting some of the same ones. Okay, so your outcome, that is called the Daggers, the dawning of the day and the awakening. So your outcome, the light at the end of the tunnel. Baba, the light at the end of the tunnel. New beginnings and believing in yourself even when others doubt you, with sudden opportunity to shine and succeed. So it promises that life will get better if you just keep going and have faith in yourself. So you're going to succeed no matter what. Your life is going to get better. You just need to have more faith in yourself. You need to have you need to basically have faith in yourself. It says, like, if you're learning new skills, study opportunities, or pursuing a new career and promise a better situation concerning a younger person, it's a good sign for overcoming fears, debt, addictions, phobias, depression. You'll find a new friend who can help change your life. Joy in pregnancy or through your kids. So you'll have some joy through your children, and you'll have really good fortune in your future. That's basically a really, really good omen. You're going to have a lot of good fortune coming towards your way. Now, because you didn't get the blank side up, that's a really, really good thing. But that's basically saying, hey, that's the light at the end of your tunnel, and you have a lot of new beginnings coming your way, and you need to believe in yourself even if other people are doubting you. Just believe in yourself and you'll succeed. But there you go. Hopefully that helped some. I'm still kind of learning, so if you ever want any other readings, just let me know.